Well, it's May 6th, so it's probably 60-something days since those Russian bastards invaded the country. They've pretty well wiped out Mariupol, and we've got a few, maybe 1,500, 2,000 soldiers still there holding out, trying to get the civilians out, but those Russian butchers keep putting conditions on it, and very few people get out. I was going to try to keep this, kind of light today, but I keep looking at the fact that the Germans still haven't actually supplied us with anything. And Schultz and Steinmeier and the rest of them just act like, oh, well, we're doing so much for Ukraine. They haven't done jack. And then the Israelis all up screaming about what Lavrov said. Now they're sucking Putin again, accepting his apology for what he said. I have a really good way to allow the Germans and the Israelis to go ahead and end this thing for us so they won't have to help. First, the Germans, since natural gas is so precious to them and their gas is more important than the millions of Ukrainians that have been made homeless and our cities razed to the ground. Shows can order them to start producing Zyklon B again. And then they can trade it with the Russians for natural gas. And then the Israelis can continue not to give us the Iron Dome or help us. And so Putin can go ahead and fire his rockets and missiles loaded with Zyklon B, which is a great German product, and they can wipe out millions of us at one time. Then they can go right back to business like they had it before. So, hey, Schultz, why don't you go ahead and crank up the production of Zyklon B again? IG Farben's not in business, but I'm sure you've got a chemical company that can produce them for you. Then you can load them in those rockets for Russia. And Israel can sit back and clap while those rockets fly over here and wipe us out. Then everybody will be happy. Germany gets their gas. Israel keeps sucking on Putin because there's not that many Jews here, so they're not worried about any of us. So carry on, you murdering bastards.